maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here's Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. He takes it in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Hart outside. Here's Brunson. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson surveying the floor. Duran with the screen on Anunoby. The shot by Thompson, no good. And here are the Knicks. On the wing, Anunoby. The baseline jumper goes down.
And with the defense focused on his inside game, it lets Anunoby exploit the space from that mid-range area.
Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
And Towns drops them both. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
On the wing, Harris. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. With a screen on Cunningham. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here's Cunningham, coming off 31 points last game. To the inside. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. Bridges with it. Robinson picks him up. Bridges kicks to Brunson. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Duran with a screen on Bridges. Back to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
How about the pass right there by Robinson, showing once again that he's a total team player.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
And Towns gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Thompson kicks to Harris. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Anunoby finds Brunson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Towns for three. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 7 points.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Second is Jalen Brunson.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from that.
And the dunk by Towns.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Thompson passes to Harris. Robinson for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter, so he's got a permanent green light.
Back to Brunson. With some arc. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Well, Stan, the season's midway point is fast approaching. Is fatigue right now a consideration for these teams?
Well, if it is, Kevin, then that team's going to be in real trouble when we get to February or March. This is the time to be ramping up, not wearing down.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, well, they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, here's Cunningham, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Here's Brunson. 3-point lead. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. And Cunningham with the block.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the layup is good. 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Cunningham after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. It's up a three. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Brunson. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. Brunson's got 6.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Robinson's checked in for Anunoby. Here is Cunningham. 6 points for him. Outside Robinson. Thompson the bounce pass. Harris finds Robinson. And here's Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. He's got 9. And here's Brunson. He has 6. Hart outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside Robinson. Brunson against Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Turing. And there it is for him. Turing's got his 2nd basket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
Thompson outside. Here's Turing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Harris from the arc. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Brunson surveying the D. And to get open is Robinson. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
He took the opportunity when he saw it. Cunningham's got 13.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Brunson up top, covered by Cunningham. Brunson against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fader. Brunson, good. He's got 8.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Cunningham looking it over. Robinson on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pistons lead by 2. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. Lobbed up there for Robinson. It's stolen by Turing. Pass to Cunningham. It's over Brunson. Knicks with the rebound. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got it all tied up now for New York.
He can't miss.
Thompson outside. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Harris outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bridges misses. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Miami. Cunningham passes to Harris. Hart against Duran. Cunningham outside, and they call an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. LeVert's checked in for Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for Robinson. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Number 28, Ersan Yabusele.
Detroit's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. Knicks with the rebound. Here's McBride. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Now Clarkson. Yabusele, a screen on Ivy. Back to Yabusele. It's stolen by Cunningham. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got LeVert. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Ivy. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Stewart with the screen on Clarkson. Ivy, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 3. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Jenkins. Cordy grabs the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now Clarkson. Bombed up there for Robinson. Stewart with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And I like the fact also that they are the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
Free throws off from LeVert. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
Here's Ivy. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Sweet move. And he gets the bucket.
And one of the best guard finishers. Ivy relentless when attacking the rim.
And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his 3rd season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back over to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First one falls for him.
Well, look, Clarkson is a great guy to have in your lineup simply due to his versatility.
And he can't hit the second. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
LeVert's checked in for Ivy. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Pistons. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, New York, 2.5 games back.
And seeing where the Knicks are,
they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Robinson with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Bridges left side. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
Well, that's a nimble move by Clarkson, allowing him to work around that contact.
Cunningham outside. And they pick up 2. Cunningham's got 15.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Anunoby outside. Back to McBride. Clarkson outside. And yes, it's good. Clarkson's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
Cunningham with it. 15 points in the game. Unloads from 9. Connects. The jumper drops. 17 points in the game.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
That one is off. There's a check in for Detroit. Towns, he's checked in for New York. And the second free throw, good. Now, here's Cunningham. 17 points in the game. Pass to Stewart. Robinson kicks to Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Kate can take over a game.
Now here's Towns. He's got 15. The kick out to Anunoby. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Pistons trail by 3. Outside Robinson. Inside, Towns with the steal. Pass to Brunson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Brunson. Change. Brunson. One shot.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 20. Thompson inside the line. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one drops.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harris a screen on Brunson. Cunningham passes to Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Robinson's got 9 points.
And look, this is a shot you can't give to Robinson because he loves shaking free from the corner.
Bridges dishes to Clarkson. Outside, Towns. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Brunson the pass to Towns. Over Stewart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, since being selected first overall back in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been such an incredible force for his career, averaging a double-double, someone you can build around.
That free throw, no good.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. He hits the second from the line. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Anunoby outside. Towns down low. Defended by Duran. Nice move. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 18 points.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham for three. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Yeah, that's his second made three of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. And here's Cunningham. Over Brunson. Cunningham's shot is off. New York leading by 3. Here's Brunson. Out to Clarkson. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. Rebound, Detroit. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. New York's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Jordan Clarkson. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Towns against Duran. Bridges inside the three-point line. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Robinson.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Brunson the pass to Towns. To the middle. Here's Hart. And stolen by Thompson. The finish. And Thompson throws it down.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Trying to end the drought. He can't get that one to fall. Great defense that time from Duran. Thompson outside. Bridges against Robinson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here comes the Detroit Pistons.
And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. 5th on the list, Cade Cunningham.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
Well, when you have someone who can orchestrate your offense and be the point of attack on defense, it makes life a whole lot easier.
Now, here's Bridges. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Robinson kicks to Harris. Thompson outside. Cunningham for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Brunson outside. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Bridges for three. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Pistons trailing. Now Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Duran with the screen on Brunson. Cunningham. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Now Detroit moving it up. Back to Duran. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham inside. Brunson covering. Cunningham passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Duran sets the screen for Thompson. Top of the key jumper, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks out front, up by 2. Got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Checking out the Pistons, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Brunson with it, setting the floor for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. Now here's Towns. The lead is 2. Bridges outside. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Thompson the bounce pass. Harris inside. Hart's there. And stolen by Hart. And now the fast break. And Hart with the ball. The kick out to Towns. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
And Duran slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duran. Good.
Pass to Bridges. Brunson sets a screen for Bridges. Here's Towns. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the 3 ball is good. Harris has got 8 points.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stroke.
Kick by Bridges. Hart, wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. And stolen by Hart. Brunson with a clean look. There's Brunson from deep.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go. Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
Now, here's Hart. He has 6. Towns, a screen on Harris. Hart. A three-pointer, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And a moment to see numbers for Jalen Brunson. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Right side Towns. Shoots over Duran, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. Towns has got 25 points in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside, Robinson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Brunson against Cunningham. Brunson, no good. Pistons trail by 4. At the elbow, it's Harris. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Remarkable balance by the veteran Harris, showing he's able to take contact while shooting.
The Pistons shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Tobias Harris, 1 shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Brunson finds Anunoby. And Cunningham with the block.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
To the left wing. Here's Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside, Robinson. Cunningham sets a screen for Robinson. Thompson in the corner. Cunningham on the wing. Brunson covering. Shot clock at 5. 18 feet out. Cunningham's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Deflects the pass. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Harris looking it over. Cunningham outside. Harris against Bridges. 5 on the clock. Robinson passes to Thompson. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high motor player.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 16. Here's Towns with the drive. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
It's time to fire up.
You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Cade Cunningham is second.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Now here's Duren. He's got 10. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Stolen by Anunoby. From deep, Brunson. Brunson out of the corner. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Knicks?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Cunningham for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart outside. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Outside, Towns. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 9. Harris outside. And here's Cunningham. 23 points in the game. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Cunningham's got 26.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
On the wing, Harris. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York leading by 8. Bridges, right side. Over Robinson. That's short off the rim. The Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Six on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. From deep, Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Harris finds Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Hart. Cunningham outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the shot goes in. Hart's got the lead up to 10 now for New York.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Bridges.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's getting around 20 points per, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
That's good from Harris. Jenkins, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And so he hits both.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 5. Pass to Robinson. And here's Brunson outside. Detroit with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball. Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
There's a screen by Robinson. Outside, Towns. Towns is double. Here's Brunson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brunson's got 12 points here in the second half. On the wing, Harris. There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. And the rejection by Towns.
Oh, Big Cat saying no way. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. The Knicks leading by 10. And Towns throws it down.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
Now here's Jenkins. Nothing on the board.
Here's a look at the stats for Robinson. Some impressive play from him over the last month. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And New York with a change here, too. McBride's checked in. Robinson a screen on Cunningham. McBride passes to Robinson. Inside, and finished off by Robinson.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pistons trail by 14. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bucket is good. Ivy's got 5.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Towns. He's got 32. Towns a screen on Cunningham. McBride's shot is off. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And they double up Cunningham. And Detroit with another turnover here.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. So it's the Knicks now. Towns looking around. Out to Bridges. Shoots the three. LeVert grabs the miss. Pass to Stewart. That three off the mark. And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Holland is out there with LeVert, and it's Stewart in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Robinson. And here's Towns. Now McBride. And stolen by Ivy. Cunningham outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Cunningham's got 29 in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Towns down low. Towns is double. Clock at 6. Here's McBride. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Holland. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Robinson. Anunoby kicks to Clarkson. Outside, Towns. Back to Clarkson. Puts up a deep three. A shot, no good. The Pistons have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Stewart passes to Holland. In the corner, Ivy with it. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harris is checked in for Holland.
At the line for Detroit, Ivy, shooting 1.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
McBride with the ball, covered by Cunningham. And he stays with it. They need this one. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 16 points here in the second half.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Now here is Harris. Cunningham outside. He Drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's McBride to the inside. Towns the pass to McBride. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Stewart. Robinson against Harris. Back to Stewart. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
McBride on the wing, covered by Cunningham. Now McBride. Anunoby has the open look, and the 3 off target. Harris against Towns. Cunningham right side. It's LeVert on the wing. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Cunningham inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Pass to LeVert to take the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, a different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Ivy. And then for New York, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Robinson against Duren. Cunningham inside. Shoots over Brunson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Knicks trailing. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson in the corner. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Bridges with the steal. And here's Brunson outside. New York missing again. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. And Duren slams it in.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duren. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guy.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Hart. New York missing again. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for New York. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Landry Shamet subbed in for OG Anunoby. Cunningham with it. Pass to Harris. Thompson dishes to Harris. To the middle. Here's Duren. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Now it's a 5-point Piston lead.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Now here's Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Over Brunson. It's rebounded by Towns.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Count it, good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now, here's Cunningham. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. During the pass to Robinson. Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Hart outside. Pass to Towns. To take the lead. And the layup is up and in. Towns has got 38 points.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. Thompson finds Duren. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Cunningham's shot is off.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Brunson going inside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Cunningham. Off the glass.
And that is an important shot. Cunningham understands how to come up big for his team.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet.
For your Pistons Breakers dance crew.
Towns off the glass.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempt, trying to carry them to the finish line.
And Towns no good on that one. Pistons trailed by 3. Thompson up top, defended by Towns. Now Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. It's good.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And here's Brunson. Brunson goes for the soft touch.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Now Harris. That one is good.
What a huge bucket by Harris, coming up big.
Brunson outside. It's in there.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Now, here's Cunningham, and he jams it in.
Big-time points from Cunningham. Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
Brunson against Cunningham. Towns a screen on Robinson. Mikal Bridges, and he hits the jumper.
And we continue to see Bridges stepping up as a leader. That's a big-time finish.
Cunningham fires. Rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks with the lead. Up top, Brunson. Brunson, not bothered by the contact.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Duran with the screen on Bridges. Now Cunningham drives it from 16. No good. And he commits the intentional foul.
Cunningham for personal foul. Team second.
Towns is doubled. Hard outside. Outside Bridges. Here we've got Brunson. Outside Bridges. Fires the three. Duran pulls it down.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen by Brunson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Knicks, Brunson. Change. Brunson. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Robinson, 3, good.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
At the line for the Knicks, Bridges. Bridges. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Timeout called the Pistons. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Anunoby.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
For the Knicks, Brunson. Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Harris. And get the 3. And so it's the Knicks with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.